was art, where you'll find out instantly after the show begins if it was pointless or if it was art. Join us, won't you, on Is It Pointless or Is It Art? That's all it is. It's just, is it pointless or is it art? That's all you need to know. The end. I got the Marketeer, then I got Thief. And also, I completely forgot that I was doing this at all. How many days has it been? 6? Wow. What am I up to? I'm back in Mercy again. That's what I'm up to. Is this in Mercy? It is. Okay then. Problem solved. I am back. Back again. Clicking on the door twice. I must get into this... Oh. Well, I can't get into that phone booth and change my alternate outfit now. Darn. Oh, I think I was gonna have Roxy or somebody voice this character instead of me. I don't know. Maybe they just were going to voice Ghost Widow. It was up to them, but I was going to ask them to voice multiple characters. Multiple of these Fortunas, these Seers, whatever they are. Oh, she's Merino. She's Seer Merino. She's See the Marines. She's she's the Seer who looks at water. I've been expecting you. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Oh, wretched man. Wait, it's like the Elden Ring announcer guy. Oh, wretched man! The loathsome dung-eater! Gideon Ofnir, the all-hearing! Because of all the ears he has on his outfit. You don't know things through ears, though. You know them with brains. And you need eyes to see and read. Sorry. Oh, it's... How long has it been? 6 days? My brother was killed many years ago while on a mission for Lord Recluse himself. Hello? Hello? What? Was a member of the Wolf Spiders then. See, also somebody else needs to read this, because I'm not going to spend the time to learn how to pronounce these names. He was leading the backup squad for an infiltration mission run by the Night Widow. Run by a Night Widow. And he was leading the backup squad for an infiltration mission run by a Night Widow, who was herself my best friend. Remember, my older brother, was... P-Pop was my older brother, but treated her as a second sister. What? Paulo was my older brother, but treated her as a second sister. What do you mean, but treated her? She's your best friend, and he treated her like a second sister. And had volunteered to act. But then you say "and" here. So this is a split in the sentence. That's fine. Comma and. Yeah, sure. And had volunteered to act as her backup for a routine assassination. But the operation went wrong. All were killed, and the building was gutted by fire. Gutted by... okay. I've recently learned that something may have happened that night. The building still stands, and though it has been abandoned for years, I believe that in the confusion, the building security system may have recorded... What does that have to do with confusion? The building security... Was the building security system confused? Systems may have recorded the events of that night. It would be deemed unprofessional of me to investigate this myself, and I must send someone strong because the place has become a hideout for mutant vagrants called the Lost. Yeah, I've dealt with them. So I seek a free contractor like yourself to do this deed and find this information. This will likely be the start of something large. One old secret usually covers others. So, I need to find surveillance tapes in a building that once was gutted with fire, whatever that means, and it's become home to the Lost. I must know what became of my brother. I looked away. I looked at that sentence and I looked away and I decided to read it because I needed to check if this was timed. I must know what became of my brother. I must know how he died, or if he died. Find the surveillance information and look into any other clues. You are in a weird spot. You are in a very weird spot. I have to jump over a wall. Twice. Same wall. Or go around. I don't know. I don't want to go around. Why would I do that? That would take too much time. Stop that. The place of... It does look like it's all trashed. I was wondering if they were going to do that. Although that plant is still alive, technically. The place hasn't been used in years by anyone but squatters. Oh, squatting are ye? Get exploded! I guess I don't have to do this. She didn't say anything about hurting them in any way. She just told me to be careful of them. But I am a villain. Squatters do be getting blasted by villains. Is for fun. I don't think anyone's over there. No. I'll go in the hole. It's very hard to move around when I run that fast. And I haven't played in a while. What has it been? 6 days? Why does this left earbud keep buzzing? Every time I talk, this thing is like in my ear. Is it my ear that's buzzing and buzzing up against the earbud, or is it the earbud that's buzzing because it won't technically stay in my ear all the way? It just buzzed again. I think I'm going to switch to the, some Bluetooth earbuds. Not today. I have a pair of Bluetooth earbuds that fit in my ears quite well. I was given them recently because I've been having trouble getting earbuds to stay in my ears. And they said, we'll try these. And I tried them and they worked. What? Oh. That one goes around the back. when I'm all alone. I like to imagine he was singing some Creed over there, and then I blew him up. No one else is here. Is that your brother? Oh, I don't have a healing power. Oh, well, that's fine. Sir? Sir? He's dead. Uncover his true fate. I don't think this is her brother. This is just some guy who's here for some reason. Part of the operation, maybe, that survived and they found him. Maybe. What in the world? You saw that, didn't you? They were not there, and then they were. This is the hall I meant to check. Nothing. Cool. Let's go. There's nothing there. Now, I've probably mentioned this before. I have an escort. Here's an elevator. If I have a stealth power, I must turn the stealth power off. Now, this is a message to you, person who also wants to play this game someday. If you are escorting something, so you have some tag-along, and you're going through an elevator, turn off your stealth powers, or they will run through the wall until they appear on the other side of the map. So they'll just like be running this way until they hit the edge, and then they'll appear over here, and they'll pop here, and they'll go back in the elevator, but instead of going up, they'll go all the way through, and they'll just loop like that until you come back down, re-grab them, unstealth, and then go through the elevator. And sometimes they'll pop up here and be running through. So don't stealth when you have somebody following you. Don't stealth elevators when you have somebody following you. I don't know why it does that, but it does that, and you don't want that to happen. It's the little weird thing that goes on. Oh, on my badge hunter, I need to defeat Cyclopses in whatever the place is called. Cimarrora? In Roman land. This earbud is really bothering me. Ah, I found the surveillance information. I helped this guy fight off the Lost, who had cornered him. He told you why he was here. I return to this place from time to time to refresh my memory, to recollect my mistakes, to remember the dead. I think this is her brother. Years ago, I barely an adept raised out of the ranks of the wolf spiders by power of my Mu bloodline. This building had been... Well, to refresh my memory, not to... because I lost my memory or anything. So maybe it's not. He has a name. Such that we could not be done. She cried out, and then as soon as the mishap, mysterious human remains of Arrakis uniform, terror gripped me. My wards slipped. The ghost was free. Okay. Ghost of the Night Widow. Sort of. Okay. I survived a tale or recluse. Himself took interest. Avenge, Ghost Widow, the wretch joined the ranks. Okay. Surveillance. I guess. Okay. I was going to say that I can't look at it myself, that I need to give it to somebody, but it is describing it here. Okay. Bleeding from gunshots. I don't see anything there about this guy, which is weird. We'll just give the surveillance footage back to Seer. And see her what happens. See her what she says. By the Marino. Dan Marino. What? Dan Marino was one of my favorite quarterbacks ever. I really liked the Dolphins. On the video, that face, that's my brother, and his name. I thought for so long that I had been able to forget him, but I knew I never could. And there he is on the screen, still breathing, still alive. She's speaking softly so that, you know, it's a secret meeting. Was my idea here. It pains me to watch his last moments, but here, look, she exclaimed. He wasn't gunned down with the others. He ran back into the fire to find the Night Widow he was there to protect. He couldn't see that she was dead. My poor Paulo. He was never harsh enough to have been in Arachnos. This and the story of Magus Murak... What? Rakir? I never read his name before, but also he's a Magus. Rakir confirmed what I feared. My brother Paulo is alive and living in misery as the mutated monster called the Wretch. Oh, what? Give me a moment, sir. We haven't met the Wretch yet. We only heard about him from the surveillance stuff. Give me a moment, Sir Comics. I'll tell you all that I know. I am a seer of the Fortuna. Fortunata. Blessed or cursed with visions. Mine are under no great control, and often the strongest ones come in a sudden flash. I was conferring with Ghost Rider that day when I met Wretch. It was the first time I was ever in his direct presence, and the sudden vision that overcame me was almost almost sent me into unconsciousness. Such was its power. I saw my brother Paulo, my brother who I had thought dead for years, trapped beneath tons of rubble, eating rats and drinking mutagenic water to survive horrible burns. He ate a lot of rats, and my vision showed me all of the eating, like teeth crunching into bones, eating, blood going everywhere. It was gross. How dare my vision do that to me? I saw the... Focusing on yourself. That's not... Sorry, I didn't mean to change her character to my poor brother to, oh, gross. Me. I saw the ghost of the woman I had called friend throughout our training years, soothing her deranged mind. Soothing his deranged mind. Urging him to live. And when the vision cleared, I saw Ghost Widow and Wretch before me. Then I knew I must learn the truth. I fear we are falling deeper into a shadow. I only hope that when all is done, the Arbiters are merciful. You must strengthen yourself for the trials ahead, and please keep in touch. I'm here right now. Now? Yes, now. Now that I know the truth of it, I know that my brother lives, still. And he lives in misery as the twisted wretch, servant of the ghost of the woman I had thought my friend. What do you mean thought? Still your friend, just, you know, did a thing. Why she has not healed him? Why she has not told me? I do not know. But I know this. I want my brother back. Well, he doesn't want you to know it's him because he's been mutated and stuff. He's like, don't look at me. I'm going to give him that voice, aren't I? To have any chance to heal my brother, I must know what changed him. That's where you come in. Ghost Widow might be an apparition. Ghost Widow may be an apparition, but Wretch is still alive. I have found the place where it's Ghost. Are you saying Ghost Widow is your friend? Am I reading that right, or are we going back and forth between the woman who was your friend, who is now a ghost, to Ghost Widow? But Wretch is still alive. I have found the place where Wretch's medical records are kept after he was brought in. When? They may have some... I guess in the past, because you didn't know it was your brother, you just knew it was Wretch, and you have these records. They may have some clue in them that could reverse the process. I need those records. I need no one to know that I have them, and I don't care who must be silenced in order for that to happen. Yes. The facility is located on Mercy Island. Convenient! I'll give you its location. Once there, you must locate his medical records and take them. Then make sure that you destroy the surveillance system and eliminate all potential witnesses. If somebody sees me, they will have not seen me. That is what I do the best. Remember those lost that were squatting in that building? Not anymore. What kind of stuff just happens? Also, that guy in particular, dead. That guy there, that guy's dead. It's just this building here. I thought there was a terrible accident. Think you'd be sending all these people to a hospital or something, and the records would be kept in like a hospital or something, but they're just kept in this. Keep those records away from prying eyes. Put them in some kind of thing. In a place. Too much red. What is everyone coming from? Okay, dead end over here. Destroy witnesses. Good thing it's CCTV and not openly broadcast to somebody somewhere else who's watching me do this right now before I even destroy the surveillance system. Security mainframe. There we go. What? What's the glowy doing over here? Yo! I'm here looking for what? Think you're here for the same? Either of us wants to know about it, or keep your secret so you can keep mine. Why are you looking for the records? I already know her brother is Wretch now, so this isn't her brother. Here's the security records. Let's both take a copy. But as for me, I'm here to eliminate witnesses too. Shooting range. This was a nice little thing to see in the game. Just the way that they made this. Pretty cool. We got hologram things out here. Pretty cool. Hello? Okay, there's a barrier here? There's an invisible barrier here that stops me from being able to target or attack enemies that I'm targeting. All right. I think it has to do with... Hold on. I think it... Hold on. Is it going to happen over here too? No. I thought it had something to do with this. Like maybe there was something here in the... Like, I forget what they call it. Oh, man. So there's a particular type of invisible wall that acts as... So like this. Like normally I wouldn't be able to attack through this with a ranged attack, even if I target something. Now this usually also allows you to attack through walls, but because it doesn't need a line of sight. It just needs them to be within a certain distance of you. However, what I'm talking about is this particular type of invisible wall that blocks your line of sight for ranged attacks. And it seemed like there was one of those over there because I was targeting the enemy and I was pressing the button to attack them, but it was acting as if it didn't have line of sight. Excuse me? He was hiding. Ah, I've got the medical records. Wait a minute. Okay, before he split the data, he told me that the Moo told him about me. And then I'm working... Man, that Moo just spilled it all, huh? It's grudge against Ghost Widow. Well, there's always Arachnos factions working against other Arachnos factions. Like, that's not new. I'm just curious who this group is, why they're aware of us, and why we're just letting them be aware of us. Maybe we shouldn't let them be aware of us. Oh, wait, she said keep in touch. Does that mean I ever... Yeah. Seeing these medical records is enough to break my heart. The pain poor Paulo must have gone through. But what I cannot understand is that the records show he refused any treatment. Why would my brother have done that? Unless he was influenced in this. Ghost Widow, my former friend. Okay, there, it's just laid out. She is always with him. Is this her doing? Why? I have little time to think of such things. I have been contacted by the man you met, this huntsman, Ohanako. Ohanako? Ohanko. Ohanko? Why these names? It seems that he and Moo, Rakir, man, are connected together in some way. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I know that they have something against Ghost Widow, and while my loyalty to Arachnos is strong, that bridge has been crossed already by the silenced tales of the... What? I wrecked a bunch of stuff in Skyway. Oh, yeah, the bank missions. Of the record repository. I must learn why Ghost Widow denies my brother the care he needs to be normal again. And may the darkness claim her soul if I do not like the answer. I will meet with these two people and discover their aims. What does that have to do with me?
They're willing to allow us into their plans, but there are those among their conspiracy who do not trust either of us. Though I do not know their aims, the information they have could tell me what hold Ghost Widow has over my brother, so I must gain their trust. They told me to deliver them some information that they are seeking about Ghost Widow, but some of the information they want I cannot get without notice. But I can get it. I can get them the details about Ghost Widow's daily affairs, but they also wish to know more about what kind of spirit Ghost Widow is. And as far as I know, the ones most likely to know outside of Arachnos are Legacy Chain. You must steal the Legacy Chain's information on Ghost Widow. They should be willing to trust them. Then they should be willing to trust us. The Legacy Chain. I was like, the Legacy Chain, after we steal information from them, are going to be willing to trust us? Or before we steal information from them? But no, she was talking about the other people. The Legacy Chain are gathering the Legacy Chain are why is that not capitalized? The Legacy Chain are gathering their information on Ghost Widow, no doubt for some sort of conference as to how to best beat her. Conference on how to best beat her. They gather together under their very nose. They gather together under her very nose, hiding their conclaves and business meetings. Okay. Though their efforts are futile, the research excellent, get a go by the people, allies. Cool. And if it was recorded in a sound booth where someone could take the time to get all the lines right and redo them if they did something wrong and then have it edited together, you wouldn't be hearing all these flubs. As I again bring up that I wanted to do videos of this game, but with voice. Okay, I gotta steal multiple research files spread throughout this building. So I'm looking for what we call glowies, which I will hear when I am close to one. I am close to one. I am above it. No, I'm not. It's right here. Ah, yes. A book. My book now. Excuse me? Elevator, Vader, 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 Vader. Another one. There it is. By just taking a step or two more. And the last one is now marked on my map. Because I don't have to defeat all, the last objective is just taking that book. Since there's nothing else that's necessary, the map has decided to reveal it to me. See, I don't have line of sight, but I do have them targeted, and this power allows me to do that. So that's why it was even more confusing that I couldn't attack that enemy, because the game was telling me I didn't have line of sight, or something. Which, as I'm pointing out, should not have been an issue. I think my favorite Dominator of all time could summon these things. I think they were Mind Control and Fire Blast or something like that. But boy, did those things cause me a lot of trouble, those little fire imps. Because they'll wake people up when I put them to sleep. But that was more for when I was soloing anyway. But the mind control using hypnosis, that's how we beat, at the time, that's how we would beat the Lord Recluse Strike Force, was put all the heroes to sleep and just keep them asleep with whatever Dominator was in control of that. And then that was my job, playing that. Got the idea from a friend of mine who did the same thing. Aha! There, you see? The Legacy Chains research says it all. Ghost Widow is bound to Paulo. She needs him as an anchor in this world and cannot let him go. Okay, I believe it. Makes sense to me. But then why... like, what does it have to do with healing him? Do not try to tell me that they are in disagreement about it in the papers. Do not point out the decision among the researchers. What? Dissension among the researchers. I can feel that this must be true. No, I know. It is the true form of the depths, in the depths of my heart. I know it to be true from the depths of my heart. She whom I once called friend. But like, okay, but no, they're like, as far as we know, they're just keeping each other alive. I think you're jumping to a wrong conclusion. Yes, we know that, you know, she's using him as an anchor, but she's a ghost. She's your friend. She would have died. Are you thinking about that at all? No? All right, who do you want me to kill? I'll get this to our allies, then she will pay for all that she has done to my brother and me. I swear she will pay. Enhancements. Which I don't need, thank you. Our allies need... What? You should check out War of Dots. I have no idea what that is. Well, I guess that's why you think I should check it out. Because I don't know what it is. Our allies need assistance. Oh, also, hello. Hey, Roken, how's it going? Do you know how to pronounce this? I don't. Is about to be questioned on charges of conspiracy, and a body must be disposed of before its evidence betrays us all. Enter the base, and amid the havoc, free the man and remove the body. Ohanko. Han or Han? Ohanko? Once you're back, it will begin planning against Ghost Widow, and I will see my revenge begin. Yeah, I mean, it should be Korean. Because the game was originally marketed heavily to South Korea, but the South Korean audience didn't stay on as... like, it was not a success where they hoped it would be a success. It was more of a success here in the States, but that not being their target audience, they shut the game down. And now the game is being run on private servers by... Oh, I don't know. I think maybe people in the Netherlands or something. And they bought a server in Canada to host the game. Something like that. It's about to be taken for questioning. You must give him a reasonable amount of chaos to escape in. Oh, I'm good at providing reasonable amounts of chaos. At least defeat the base commander. Free him and remove the evidence. Our allies have brought us into their cabal. And when Ghost Widow falls and my brother is freed from his misery, I will make certain that you are rewarded for all that you have done. I'm here, though. Yes, get him out of jeopardy. Got it. Leave.
What could he have done to get himself in this much trouble?
If you're unaware, this is a test tower. I'm using the beta right now just to record the story. So this is not typical gameplay. That is in the description, but I wanted you to know right now. So you're not like, oh, well, this is weird. He's just blowing people up. I also have all of the enemies on the highest difficulty. The idea would be, normally, if I was going to do these videos the way I wanted to do them, as videos, I would get some voice actors to voice all of the contacts that you talk to. Error, YouTube. Why am I just dropping all of my frames? Oh, I speak and it goes down again. What happened? This is terrible timing. Well, it says it's poor, but I'm not really sending that. Okay, back. Well, I'm back. Or am I? I don't care. This is just fighting stuff. I'm not going through any stories. So if the video or the VOD or whatever, the stream skips around, it's fine. But if it continues like that, I'll have to end early. It has not done this since I have lived here, so I don't know what's happening. Got a new mic today. We can test it out later. That's awesome. Yeah, get your sound set up. Also, I think Yom wanted to talk. So after this, I'm going to try to do jump in the BC with him. I think Thurman has been sitting in the voice chat since I went to bed. I didn't even know he jumped in there, but when I woke up, it was like, he's been in there for 7 hours. It's like, oh, cool, I got 7 hours of sleep. Was somebody running away? What was that? No? Just my eyes? Is there a glitch here? No, not here. Okay. It's somewhere. Could be over here. No? Okay. I don't know why I'm trying to test that. I go out of the bounds of the game and I'm kind of stuck. Body removed.
The dark deed you requested is done, sir.
Was it that guy? Okay. Well, my frames are still dropping, and now it's time for story. As long as I have some data, the audio is coming through, but the visuals might be a little glitchy. Also, I don't remember what I was talking about before all this happened. Got interrupted, and I just stopped. Anyway. After you left, I had a vision, a powerful, terrible vision. Yes, powerful, terrible. You stood among it. Me! An arbiter tribunal, accused of an arbiter's murder. Well, I mean, I probably did it. What, should I deny it or something? Like, are you saying that that's my next objective, or are you trying to warn me about something? I was brought before Lord Recluse in chains, accused of orchestrating Ghost Widow's destruction. Is that a problem, though? I feel like they would want us to. What is the point of a trial in that case? What did we do? What war crime are we about to commit? Apollo, burning, screaming, ripped apart by Mu magic, as Mu Renkar laughed in vengeful triumph. What? Rakir. Okay, so your vision is them betraying us, or them just finding it funny? Because, well, vengeful triumph. Maybe we betrayed them. Yes, the stream is lagging, but the audio should be coming through. And I think it's all better now. No? I say that, and I look over, and then the frames drop. And if it's not, then I can't do anything about making these words bigger. Yeah, audio's fine. That's good. Except there's some idiot talking. This vision will not leave me. Oh, right. My plan for all this. I wanted to get voice actors, so a voice actor would read this and record it, and when I would make the video, instead of showing this, I would just show like a contact. I would show, like, I don't know. I'd have the HUD off, and I would have like a where is it? It exists somewhere, but I would have this ready on a macro so that I can just do it right away. There's a communicator somewhere. I thought it was in Converse, but I don't actually see it here. Back. Environment and touchscreen. No, that's just interacting. There's no actual touchscreen there. Oh man. Well, anyway, there's something that makes it look like I'm using a communicator. Maybe listening to radio or something. I thought there was like a hologram thing on an arm, but I don't know if that's this game or if that was something else. And I would just have that animation while I'm, you know, here with the HUD off. And I would play the audio of me talking to the contact, or I would go to the contact and stand in front of them and show them talking. And I would cut that together with all the voice lines being read so that I don't have to go through this. That was my idea. And besides having that, I do have this text on screen, and I'm doing these streams so that there is at least an archive of what we would need recorded for all of the contacts that it would take. And right now I'm just doing the villain side. Oops. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff to read. I'm not going to read that. And then later I'll go through the hero side, which is much more confusing and harder to get through. Takes forever. I think when they made the villain stuff a year later and released that, they had really tightened all of the traveling and the way that the missions work. Like for example, she's sending me to stuff on Mercy. On the hero side, you would have this contact sending you to 5 different maps. And some of them you can't get to without going to a place in between. That was just the thing that they had to deal with. But I got the game when it came out as villains, because I think the hero side has a, like, protect the bank mission, like stop the bank robbers. And has a lot more escort and protect this and protect that. So there's a higher chance of failing a lot of missions. But when the villain side came out, they were like, instead of, like, stop the bank robber, you actually rob the bank. And you can cause mayhem in the city and destroy cars and stuff. I was like, oh, yeah, that's a lot more gameplay that I think appeals to me. And that's the game that I want. So I got that game. I think I got it a couple months after it was released, because I was in the Navy at the time, and I got it right after getting out of the Navy. So that it didn't line up perfectly, but it did line up quite well. So anyways, the text is here. Have I stopped dropping frames? Maybe. I've dropped 14,000 frames, but it looks like the data is steady. Alright. The vision will not leave me in from the... Okay, something for Lord Chains, Vengeful Triumph. This vision will not leave me. So you're still having it? And and from the look on your face... Yes, the look on this face. Oh, well, I think she's talking about the look on my face in the vision, maybe? You know that this vision is true, don't you? No, she's talking about the look on my face currently. I don't know how she can see my face. But whatever. Oh no, I forgot the little breathing holes in the thumbnail. We are betrayed. Those two people used us as their scapegoat for their acts. Kill Will. Okay. Will use us as a scapegoat for their acts and kill my poor brother. His fate will be kind compared to what will come of us. Really? Are you sure? Oh, also, she's just, like, around the corner. We have only one option before us. We must stop the conspiracy we helped to start. Betray those who plan to betray us. I don't know. Maybe we should just talk to them and say, hey, you know that one of us is a seer, right? If you're planning something, we've already seen it. So, don't. They must still believe that we do not know their plans to betray us. Are you sure? They have mentioned that they know I'm working with you. And they know you're a seer. I don't know what's something. It's a weird plan. What is this? The movie Push? We have only one option. We must betray them first. I will gather the evidence that we need. That we need. I will gather the evidence. The word that should be here. That we need. You must... I know that people don't do that anymore, but it should still be done. We must deliver... A warning? Maybe? We must deliver warning. before the assassination can take place. Ghost Widow will be their first target. Don't we want her dead? She must be warned. What do you mean? You were like, oh, my friend, she betrayed me. My former friend, how dare she? She's keeping my brother in agony. She must pay. We must warn her that she's about to be assassinated. If you survive, seek out Arbiter Diaz and tell everything. Tell everything. Tell him everything you've learned. I don't know. Maybe. So there's. This is what I was talking about with it being originally, marketed to like the South Korean audience. That means that a lot of this had to go through some localization, and it didn't localize very well in certain places. So, like, this whole paragraph here has issues. If you don't survive, I will join you soon after. But when I also first played this, I didn't notice any of that stuff, because I mostly skimmed through it. I knew less than half of the story. Also, because you out-level these contacts pretty quickly if you're just playing normally, which was another thing that I was going to get to as to why I'm playing the beta. So, many of these missions I never got to experience. Both are... I want to switch to this, so when I look at this, there's a reason. 99 out of 100 gremlins? Why did I stop? Both our lives rest on this. Deliver your warning to Ghost Widow. I do remember this mission, though, because this is when I learned that this badge is here. It's an exploration badge. I still hate her for what she's done. But the conspirators want to kill him too. The irony of it is bitter. To save my brother, I must save his tormentor. Yeah, okay. Now that makes sense. She recognizes the irony that I pointed out. I must gather the evidence we'll need to prove our innocence in this. You must save Ghost Widow and speak with Arbiter Diaz to show your innocence through action. Yeah. So the reason I have this on beta and QA powers and stuff like that, and everybody's at the highest level, is because with all that, with having it recorded and having the dialogue being played for the videos, I was also wanting to have a full team of 8 of us playing in the highest difficulty. And without that, in order to play in the highest difficulty, which helps with badges and stuff like that, and, really showing what kind of the full scope of the combat would be if you were playing normally, I have to do test powers. I have to play in the beta. I have to do all that to survive, because otherwise I just wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be playing in the lowest difficulty for a very long time and making very slow progress, and sometimes even failing the missions or dying within the missions because I'm not strong enough and I don't get to play whatever power I want. And eventually I'll stop using these kill all powers. But I'm also locking my experience and locking my level. I'm level 15 and not gaining experience until I do everything that is available to me at level 15. I think the first level I locked myself out was level 3. And so I had to do a bunch of stuff at level 3 that I normally wouldn't have been able to do at level 3. That also means that I can't power up all my powers the way that I want for a while. I still don't know what I want to put in deflection, but it's probably going to be something that unlocks at level 30. That's a system I'm not going to explain right now to anybody who's new. That just, instead of gaining stats, you gain powers and enhancement slots to make your powers stronger. And then you put enhancements in them. Did you come here to die, Huntsman? I can think of no other reason for this intrusion. Oh, also, there is a problem with turning off the HUD, which it takes the cinematic bars away and also the dialogue boxes. I would probably re-add the cinematic bars, but I would not want the dialogue boxes here because I would have actors reading their lines, and I would put their lines in these spots for the videos so that you could hear it and not have to read it, which is all here. Now, finding these moments online, finding this text is actually kind of difficult because they're laid out in a wiki in the middle of the missions because that's where they appear. However, okay, that's just a bad camera angle. I also did this. So I have all of the NPC dialogue in a tab here. So I would have this recorded, and if I needed to pull this up and send that to the voice actors, I could, because I could just copy all of this and put it in a document. So there's their conversation. I want to go this way first and destroy these people. No, they debuffed me. Okay, so even though I skipped all that, it is here and available to read. And there's a lot of it. I'm here to destroy you. But unlike some of the others, this isn't personal for me. I'm only in this for the power. Destroy me. Others have tried, and they have all perished. Ah, but now we know how it works. We destroy you here, and then we kill Wretch before you can reform. Okay. You'll just fade away into nothing. Is that your plan? Fools! You got it all wrong. Even if you could hurt my dear Wretch, he's not the anchor you imagine him to be. My spirit is not bound to Wretch. Oh. I died worrying about him, and the dead cannot change. I'll always care for him, and, in what's left of his mind, he for me. But I don't need him. She's lying. My spirit is bound to Arachnos itself as long as Arachnos exists. Arachnos is a group. It's an idea. It's a corporation. I will exist. It's not true. We've seen the research. But your end is coming soon. Ignore her lies. Begin the ceremony. And its name is Sir Comics. You fool. I won't let you ruin my chance at being at the big time. Okay, so she knows about me coming here to save her. Well, save her, no. To end him, sorry. Don't get that confused. She said all this stuff like it doesn't matter. Oh, there they are. Correction, there they were. I know that the content of the warning you bring, they seek to take the life of one of the dead, and they will fail at that. But there is another life they hunger for. Go on. Never mind. And the frames drop again. Speak with Arbiter Diaz in Mercy Island. I'm gonna jump on my hoverboard. My rocket board. Those boards don't work on water unless you have power! Little Back to the Future reference there. What? Oh, this guy. He's actually down here.
I had seen you just moments ago, and I have ordered your death.
What? Excuse me.
That was incorrect. Had I seen you just moments ago, I would have ordered your death. But there is new evidence. Ghost Widow now claims that you and Seer Marino were working with her to root out a nest of traitors. I will not question her words at this time, and will even remove the termination warrant on your life until the facts are clear.
Cool. According to Diaz, we are no longer suspects. I was able to find evidence showing that we were framed, or that we were to be framed, and Ghost Widow herself now claims that we were agents in her employ. Employ. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I would say employment, but yeah. That still works, technically. It's just awkward today. Now, we must stop them from killing my brother. The Wretch. Just call him the Wretch. I mean, you're not going to, but... Or say my brother. I don't know what to feel anymore. When I realized that Wretch was my brother, I thought... Starting to read it like Jason Steele. I thought that what had happened to him had been her fault. I wanted to hate her. I wanted to blame her. I wanted to destroy her for what I thought she had done to my brother. She's a victim, too. Caught in her own moments of death, unable to move past it. I can see it now. That's what I've been saying. I don't know if I can forgive her for the hold she has on my brother. But all I can feel is... We are trained not to feel pity for anyone, but that's all I can find to feel for her now. Pity for the woman I once knew. Pity for the thing she has become. Well, what do you want me to do? We must move quickly.
To disrupt all communications down there.
Ghost Widow had heeded our warning and is now even protecting us by saying we are part of her investigation into Mu Rakir's conspiracy. It's new. I keep saying Mu, but M-U is pronounced new. So the history of this word... Just a little slight history lesson. An M was originally two N's together, and that would give you the M sound instead of the N sound. So it just turned N to M. But MU, originally being in NU, was meant to be new, not new. And I don't know why they stuck with an M. Or, like, why they kept the 2-in version of that to do that, when it should have just been an in. Anyway. I learned that while researching this kind of stuff in Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger mention again. But we still have to, because there's news in Chrono Trigger. M-U. But they're pronounced new. And that's as far as I know. And if that's wrong, I'm sorry, but that's what I was taught. Stop them from killing Paulo. Save the Wretch. Got it. Oh, you have more to say. Won't be satisfied until he gets his revenge and my brother is dead. You must save him and get him to safety. You must also defeat him, but leave him alive. Why leave him alive? We need the testimony. They will torture from him to clear our names completely. I guess. Okay. I think this is the last mission in this arc. Spiriters plan to use this old section of the sewers that I'm now wading through. so that they could take their time and finish Wretch off at their own leisure. Well, that's nice. Okay, it says rescue Wretch. I think I have to lead him out of the sewers. And he's a combatant escort. So if I run him past any of these enemies, he will decide to take the time to fight them. And they are very strong, so he could die, and this mission can be failed. Yes, I just talked about how City of Villains didn't do this, but I didn't say it didn't do it at all. Just that City of Heroes had that all the time. They had it too much, and I didn't want to play City of Heroes because of that. Missions like this in City of Villains, where you have a failable condition, do annoy me. I'm just running through the sewers, blowing things up. Nothing new. So the frames skip around. Don't worry about it. You're not seeing anything. So it's me blasting bozos with Taekwon Leap. Boot to the head. If you're not aware of Taekwon Leap, boot to the head, please look that up. It is hilarious. There are even skits of it. So I think it was originally an audio show, but one of the skits that I saw had, I think, beat for beat, the same actor audio. So I'm not sure if it was originally a skit or not, but you know, like a live action skit. But I did originally hear it on the radio. It was put on the Dr. Demento radio hour show, whatever, Dr. Demento show, which was a radio thing. And that was just where it was promoted. There's also an animation that uses Phoenix Wright animation that does the I think the boot to the head joke, but it's not, I don't think it's a Taekwon Leap skit. And the boot to the head joke, which was just continued, I think from the same group, in the Phoenix Wright thing, is called Last Will in Temperament. See, he's already getting hurt a lot. And it is also hilarious. And yes, there is also a live action version of Last Will and Temperament, but I think that's a different audio setup than the one that was the radio show. Because it does seem like the audio that they... Would you guys stop spawning? You're just getting exploded. I think that the audio that they used for the Phoenix Wright animation is the original, and it doesn't line up with the live action skit. Wretch! Stop! You'll die! Don't fight them! I can't heal you! I see red. Okay, it's just a spawning marker. This is Wretch. This is troubling. If I find a place where I can just sit and rest for a bit, he will heal over time. But I don't have a healing power. That marker is still there, and I think that could be there because it's marking where the NPC is supposed to spawn, and not because it's where the ambushes are supposed to spawn. And because the NPC is still here, it's still there. I thought it was because that was marking the ambushes. So if it was still there, there would still be an ambush. Okay, I'm going to turn off this run. I'm not sure. I could test this, but I'm afraid to. If I get too far, another ambush might spawn. But I want to know if this is an NPC that I can just run all the way to the exit and he'll find me. Yeah, I'm going to test it. Nope. Okay. Oop. You lost me very quickly. Yay! Wretch thank. Good for you. "13 reward merits." That marks the end of that arc. So I just need to talk to her. Yep, she's not a contact anymore. And I'm going to end the stream after this because I've now dropped 27,000 frames. And I don't know what's going on with my internet. Does my mic sound okay? Was it buzzing at all? It shouldn't be buzzing. I'm not seeing it light up over here. I think that it buzzes on StreamYard, Streamlabs, whatever the program is, because it's not applying my filters. Mic was fine? Okay, thank you. And it is a power issue. I watched back that stream to see what was going on and when my mic started buzzing. And now I know why, because I'll get this thing where if I don't know, I think it's a grounding issue, but I changed where it's plugged into so that it has its own separate power source and it's not running off of like a power strip with my computer and stuff. And it doesn't have a grounding plug, so that's another issue. I don't think they make one for this because it's got to go through a transformer box, a converter, something like that, whatever that's called. One of those big fat parts of the power cable in order to limit the amount of power that's going into this thing. Which you could have a problem inside of that, which is why I need a new one. Or maybe the fuse or something in my mixer. But I'll hear this crackling sound coming from my mic, and I know that when I hear that, there's an issue, and I need to like wiggle the plug a bit so that it stops making that crackling sound. So I did that during the stream, and then it started buzzing. And I couldn't hear the buzz. I heard the crackle. I adjusted it. There was no crackle. And then Rob was like, is there sound going? Is somebody making a sound? It was like a buzzing. And I was like, I'm not seeing anything, so I don't think it's me. And then when I muted, they're like, oh, undevelopment team, it's you. And I was like, oh, come on. Like, I don't know. But I figured it out. Apollo is alive thanks to you. I visited him briefly. He remembered me, but asked me not to come again. He said it hurt too much. It all hurts too much. Your rewards are already on their way to you. Rewards? My reward was... Oh, the merits. Yeah. Thank you. I hope you are satisfied with them. We are both cleared of all charges. The conspiracy... I don't really mind the charges. What are they going to do? I'll blow them up. The Because spiriters have all been rounded. I guess because I'm level 15 or whatever, they're like, no, you technically wouldn't be able to take on Arachnos. You need to be level 50 plus. Yeah, level 50 is the cap, but you can be level 50 plus in this game. Or you need a full team of 50s. We're both cleared. They're dead. The other guy will live to stand trial. His actions and those of the traitorous move mystics have shamed whatever this guy's name is. I can't pronounce that one. And he will remain certain. And who will make certain their fates are neither pleasant nor swift. But none of it means anything to me. Or me, really. My second sight fails me when I try to see an answer that will soothe my aching heart, and I fear I will never get my brother back. I know it's not your concern. I'm sorry. I will trouble you. I will trouble you with my problems no longer. Go, find your fate and find your future. You will find... you may be the one we've all been waiting for. What do you mean? You have certainly proved your worth to me. Now go and leave me in my sorrow. Ah, yes, that's right. The Destined One, supposedly. I have that badge. Alright, that was the Seer. I think all of these contacts are back in Cap. So I'll go there next time. I'm going to just teleport. Hopefully it doesn't take me 6 days to remember that I'm doing this. Oh, where to log out? What day job now do I want? Gotten a lot of day jobs done. I'm gonna test whether or not I can even do this. I think they fixed this to where you can go here at any level where I am going. And it just makes you an appropriate level for the location. This is a helicopter that can take you to a PvP zone. Bloody Bay. Oh, level 15. Yeah, I can go here. Even if I couldn't go here, I think that it would make me level 15 if I was too low of a level. So I'll log out here. Thank you for joining me, if you did. And stay safe out there, Commonwealth.